when you were in Caddyshack,
What were you doing? What were you talking like that for?
the snake is
Still
still
going.
alive.
Yeah.
Well, they live a long time, those snakes.
Careers have been built on those nipples.
Oh, and you can hang things on them.
Gents, great to see you.
too, good to see you.
I got to say, I was watching the Charlie Sheen documentary the other day, and he starts talking about Grizzly 2, The Revenge, and there's you,
Yes.
Laura Dern, and him, first movies, and then didn't think about it. Then I was listening to Conan O'Brien, Charlie Sheen pops up again, talking about the same movie. Then I get
Really?
a call to do this, and I'm watching this
funny,
last
man.
night, and you and Laura Dern are up there, and all I kept thinking is, God, I need to watch Grizzly 2, The Revenge.
I would not do that. If you want to have any kind of, not that you should have any respect for me, but if you want to have respect for Laura Dern, I would not watch
Okay,
that film.
okay.
Guys, my respect for you guys is
It
unquestionable.
was the beginning. It was the beginning of the.
It was early in the career.
Yeah.
She was
all
three of
15.
them.
Bloody hell. We've got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Right then, this movie, Jay Keller, it starts with a Sylvia Plath quote. It's a hell of a responsibility being yourself. It's much easier to be somebody else or nobody at all. I wondered, has that quote ever rung true for you guys? And if so, do you feel a lot more kind of comfortable in your own skin, your own identity at this stage of your
I'm
career?
finally getting to be all right with myself. I don't really know who I am right now, to be
I don't know
honest
who you
with
are either right now.
They-
I'm with
I
a
have
sore thumb.
many facets. to
Many
me.
times, I mean, I used to know who he was. He's very different now.
Well, the more you do in life, the more compliments you get. You change into a... No, but I seriously, I look back at some of the things I've done over the years. Looking back when I was young, I was like, what were you doing? What were you talking like that for? Nothing. I don't... We're figuring it out still.
I guess it's harder for you guys because you've lived your lives on camera in a way. So a lot of
Yeah.
people will look back and go, I was this person back then and this person. But with you guys, a lot of it, I know you're playing characters, but there's elements of yourself, breadcrumbs throughout
Yeah,
the
but
last
you also
30
get to
years.
reinvent yourself a lot too, which is part of the fun of it. I've been, I'm not a guy in a rubber suit with nipples anymore.
Hey, you were for a fleeting moment a
I
couple of
was,
years
wasn't
back.
I? Oh,
I enjoyed it.
I made that franchise what it is today.
Absolutely,
really, which
absolutely.
Is,
Careers have been built on those nipples.
and you can hang things on them, which is also
Absolutely.
You can grow about them.
One other thing I like in the movie is there's this kind of defining moment. You look through Jay's career and there's this like pinpoint that you can see where his life and career kind of diverged. And there's kind of a romantic feel to that. But I wondered, is that something that you guys have felt has been the case in any way in your lives? Can you look back at a moment in your life and career where it was like, that's where I am now, that's why I am
That's where
who
you
I
go,
am
yeah.
now? Or
What-
do you think
you
it's a
gotta
lot
know.
more complex than
Well,
that?
I'll tell you, I do remember meeting my wife. I remember when I met my wife, I was probably a month away from showing The Waterboy at a screening.
Wow.
And she
One of my
came
favourite
to.
movies. of
Thank
life.
you. I don't know if you've seen it.
I've never
yet.
seen it. I hear it's a really, really adequately almost funny
Hey.
film. I really heard it's almost funny.
It's on the it's an
It's
inch
on the
away.
spectrum.
I still have Henry Winkler's butt cheek ingrained in my mind.
See?
Yeah.
And
You get
he's
to
like,
see
well,
that.
Mama
I
don't
did.
know.
I love the
Don't
film.
hurt her. Finally, something I enjoyed, and I know we've finished already, it's rubbish.
very
Don't
quick.
end this.
One thing I really enjoyed is that kind of sort of clip show of George's career at the end,
Oh, yeah.
Jay's
Yes.
career.
Oh, yeah.
Powerhouse.
And it reminded me also of the quote early on in the film when the guy in the train is like, I've seen your life, I see my life through
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
movies
Yeah.
kind of thing. And then I look back to The Waterboy as a kid and watching like Three Kings and then like Oh Brother Where Art Thou when I was in
Yeah, a
high
lot of
school
goodies.
and all the way up to being an adult and Uncut Gems and all these
Son of a
things.
bitch.
And I wondered from each other's movies, do you have a film that kind of takes you back to a fond memory in your own lives that you had because of each other's work?
Okay. Cool.
Well, when you were in Caddyshack, I remember I was just starting out in my
Yes,
career.
yes.
And I thought,
I was the Ted Knight.
no, I will tell you, it's a funny thing. I do believe it's like music. If you hear a song or you'll hear it and it'll remind you of a moment in time. And I have that with films a lot.
Sure.
And I could talk about so many of Adam's films at certain times in my life that will remind me exactly where I was when I saw them, and how much fun they were, and how much, because you weren't watching them at home then. You were going to a
that's
movie
true.
theater.
We had a good time
And
there.
comedies, in particular comedies and horror films, really need to be in an audience. And so I remember so well seeing, Waterboy's actually a perfect example, with an audience and everybody laughing and that feeling of like everybody in the room having the exact same experience, which was
I
fantastic.
remember seeing what's that Rodriguez directed with you.
Dusk Till Dawn. Great
Dust Till
movie.
Dawn. I remember seeing that
96.
in the theater. I seen it and how badass you were in that, and
Oh,
I
it was
was like,
badass.
that was cool as shit.
Oh, it was cool. Yeah, and Salma Hayek with the snake.
She was great with
Yeah,
the
she was
snake.
good with the snake.
Guys.
Still has that snake, you know.
Yes, that snake is
Still
still
going?
alive.
Yeah.
Well, they live a long time, those snakes.
Oh wow, he must be living quite a life. Of all
Yeah,
the snakes
he's
that's
doing well.
born in the desert and
she's-
dying, he gets to live with Salma Hayek.
He
Oh, yeah.
stays more with Francois now.
I bet.
Oh,
I bet.
yes.
Gentlemen, well, thank you for the memories. Thank you for the movies.
Good to
Thank
see
you for
you,
all those
brother.
moments that I've enjoyed over my life, and I look forward to many more.
Thank
Let's
you,
do
brother.
it.
Appreciate
Seeing you.
We got
albeit
2
briefly.
each.